Hey everyone, welcome back to GM Details and the second part of the spray sealant test on the new MG ZS, featuring the Detail Kitchen's new Ultra Hydrophobic Strawberries and Gleam, Turtle Wax Seal and Shine, Garage Therapy 3CS, GB Detailing Silk Hybrid Quick Detailer, as well as Glow Ceramic Infused Sealant, Stianagloss Parla Nano Sealant and Sonax Brilliant Shine Detailer. And in this video I'll be sharing my own experience with using these products and find out if any of them have made it to the 3-month mark. The car has been cleaned 4 times and has travelled just over 1,000 miles. Journeys include motorway travel for approximately half the mileage, the rest just local journeys with a mix of weather from the really hot May to the wettest July I've ever known. The products used to clean the car have been the Detail Kitchen Palette Cleanser SNOWFOAM. I chose this because it's pH neutral and boasts an incredibly long dwell time, and in the warmer weather this would be perfect without worrying about any foam drying out or damaging any trim. And Dodo Juice Born to be Mild shampoo, acclaimed to be one of the best wash products 4 years running. It's also pH neutral and doesn't contain any wax or silicons that can mask the true hydrophobic properties of any of the sealants applied. I have to thank Darren, the hairy housewife, for sending the shampoo up to try. I'm not going to spend too long on the wash process to save a bit of time, but as this was only a week after application, I had an almost perfectly clean car just after a SNOWFOAM, so this is the water behaviour tour starting with the Detail Kitchen Strawberries and Gleam. Turtle Wax Seal and Shine still working perfectly. You can now buy 5 litres of this direct from Turtle Wax for around £24, which is incredible value. Garage Therapy 3CS still doing its thing and repelling water very well indeed. Moving across to GB Detailing now and Silk, the hybrid quick detailer. It's looking very hydrophobic, but Glow, the ceramic sealant, is more hydrophilic. That means it holds on to a lot more water, but still sheets it off quite quickly. Stianagloss Parla Nano Sealant looking very beady and hydrophobic. And to round off our first week water behaviour test, this is Sonax Extreme Brilliant Shine Detailer doing its thing and still looking amazing. The second wash of the car now and still using Dodo Juice Born to be Mild shampoo. It's a very high diluting shampoo at 1800 to 1, so that means you can come down to 10 millilitres of the shampoo and still enjoy it. Quickly recapping in reverse order now, Stianagloss Parla still doing very well, GB Detailing Glow. I actually think that might be the first to drop off. It's still sheeting a little bit, but holding a lot of water on the panel. It's definitely a surprise. I thought it would have been one to outlast the hybrid quick detailer at least. GB Detailing Silk Hybrid Quick Detailer still performing very well indeed, as is Garage Therapy 3CS. I'm very sorry I forgot to spray on the Turtle Wax Seal and Shine, but it's still okay. And the Detail Kitchen Strawberries and Gleam. Well, my Karcher K5 is dumping a load of water on the bonnet here and it's sheeting off at a phenomenal rate, as you'd expect a good sealant to do. Apologies again, I missed Sonax Brilliant Shine Detailer, but I can confirm it's still working the same as the previous week. and in the next few minutes we'll take a look at the other side of the car to see how the products are performing on different panels. Three whole weeks in, same wash chemicals, same water behaviour from the Detail Kitchen Strawberries and Gleam Sealant. This will be the last weekly wash for a month just to try and get some motorway miles in the car and see how that affects the products, but you'll only have to wait a minute to see those results. Now with glow being on the rear of the near side, it's on the front driver's side here, and it too is flooding and the slowest at sheeting water with little to no beads. So to be fair, after reading the instructions it says to apply with a foam applicator, so maybe it's down to user error. Silk on the other hand on the driver's door is behaving very well. I absolutely love hybrid quick detailers. I don't often get the right weather to clean my car every week, so a hybrid quick detailer can just give me up to a month between washes and I'm happy with that. Anything more is a bonus. This picture shows the difference between glow sealant on the right and silk QD on the left, and it's strange that they now both look very much protected, so there's more coming up on that soon. Garage Therapy 3CS, one word, superb. Turtle Wax Seal and Shine, described as a wax sealant, wee bit clingy but it still looks good. Absolutely no issues with this Tianagloss Parla Nano Sealant at the moment. This time I managed some shots of Sonak's Brilliant Shine Detailer. Told you it was still living up to its name. Absolutely brilliant.
Much later.
I have to say that even though we weren't treated to the best of weather while we were away, the car has actually stayed relatively clean over the last few weeks, and any dust blowing about has actually been rinsed away by the rain, and even the horizontal panels like the roof and bonnet, I've not noticed much in the way of sandy deposits which form when beads of water dry out and leave those minerals behind. So we're now just over a month after the initial application, so let's get all this dust and insect debris off the car and see which sealants are still there. Detail Kitchen Strawberries and Gleam looking superb, but the first sealant to look flat is GB Detailing Glow Ceramic Sealant. We'll see how the other side reflects in a moment. Sienna Gloss Parla is looking brilliant. Turtle Wax Seal and Shine is holding a little bit of water but managing to sheet it off reasonably quickly. Garage Therapy 3CS still clears that panel of water very quickly, so it's still on top form. Now the surprise here is GB Detailing's Hybrid Quick Detailer. It's outperformed its stablemate Ceramic Sealant and it's still working very well. And that's only with SNOWFOAM. After a contact wash, we'll take a look at the other side. And first, after that contact wash with Dodo Juice Born to be Mild shampoo, the ceramic sealant from GB Detailing Glow, we can see has got a very consistent behaviour from both sides of the car. It could be that the product's just no longer fresh. I've had it for around 2 years now, but it is still clinging on to the lower parts, but the upper area I think is a goner. In total contrast here, but consistent with the driver's side, is GB Detailing Silk Hybrid Quick Detailer, one of the mid-priced options here, and it still looks as though it's holding up very well. Onto Garage Therapy 3CS, and it actually looks better this side with less water sheeting and more straightforward repellency. It just doesn't want to cling on to any water at all. 5 weeks in and still one of the top performing sealants. A brief pass over Turtle Wax Seal and Shine, one of the cheapest of the bunch and still holding its own. You can just get a brief glimpse at the difference between Seal and Shine on the wing and Strawberries and Gleam on the bonnet. Can you tell there's a difference in the products here? Yes, I forgot Sonac's BSD again. It's because of the height of the car. Trying to get footage is difficult enough. But I can tell you that it's not looking as good as Sienna Gloss or Garage Therapy 3CS. I will say that all of the products on the car have indeed helped it to keep cleaner longer and also helped the cleaning process. So I'm going to leave the car now for around 2 months before washing and just see how much dirt I can get to accumulate. Genuinely, this is 2 months later. From the 29th of May to 23rd of July 2023, yes, the car has moved, and another road trip down to England where I went on some rides. Travel was a mix of sun, rain and more rain on the M6 mainly, and back up the A74M to Scotland, so around 500 miles round trip. The wheels look the worst as you'd probably expect, but the doors have actually kept pretty clean. Plastic trim has collected some grime, but the paintwork is looking amazing. There's not even a lot of debris in the usual rear window water trap. Passenger side equally as clean, so call it what you want, self-cleaning or dirt repellency. I believe using some kind of protective product certainly has helped this car keep cleaner than not having anything on it at all. "12 weeks in or 3 months after initial application, and this is where results get interesting. Just after the same SNOWFOAM that I've used throughout the test, palette cleanser is rinsed away, the super hydrophobic beads have gone. Sheeting's still good though, so I'm going to contact wash it with the same Dodo Juice Born to be Mild shampoo. Remember, I chose this shampoo as it was highly regarded as one of the best shampoos that didn't have any ingredients to affect any waxes or sealants. Well, that was the case a long time ago, and to be fair, up until now it hasn't had any effect on them whatsoever. But as I rinse this shampoo off this time, the hydrophobics have just gone completely flat. So the question now is, could the shampoo now be affecting the sealant? Funny how it wasn't in the first month, but now it is. The beading does come back to a certain extent after half an hour or so, or the car's been dried. Dodo Juice Born to be a Mild shampoo, it's not renowned for having any gloss enhancers or waxes in the shampoo, but whatever it is, surfactants maybe, the shampoo is definitely having an effect on this particular sealant. So GB Detailing's ceramic sealant glow is definitely now gone completely, with it showing signs of deterioration around 5 weeks on both sides of the car where it was applied. It's the first one to go in this particular test. Unlike Silk, the hybrid quick detailer from GB Detailing, if you pay particular attention to how hydrophobic it is just after a SNOWFOAM pre-wash. Compared to here, where it's after a contact wash with the Dodo Juice shampoo, there's a significant difference in the water behaviour, and again on the other side of the car after a contact wash, but it's definitely still protecting well, even if the shampoo is masking it somehow. Garage Therapy 3CS Ceramic Sealant is still performing incredibly well after the 12 weeks, as most of you would expect. Remember, all of the products on test have only had one single coat and none of them have been topped with anything after every wash. So again, after the contact wash, it's holding much more water than a few seconds ago, giving the appearance that it's dead, but it's only masked by that shampoo like we've seen with the others. Well, except for Glow, that's long gone. It was flat before the contact wash with that panel. And of course, over on the other side, interesting, it's holding water on the panel above the door handle, but repelling on the vertical panel, but still very much alive. Turtle Wax Seal and Shine. This has surprised me that it's not lasted as well as it appears. It is trying to sheet water if I just gave it a break from flooding it, but the water behaviour definitely isn't as good as Garage Therapy 3CS or GB Detailing Hybrid Quick Detailer, so that's the second one to fail in this test, as it was clearly struggling before the contact wash. Gloss Parla is still performing well after the SNOWFOAM, almost as good as the day it was applied. So its claimed longevity is 3 to 5 months and it's already achieved the first 3 without much deterioration, and the interesting thing is that the shampoo hasn't affected the water behaviour either. Sonak's Extreme Brilliant Shine Detailer. It's in this test as it's widely used as a winter protection by many of you, although its primary product description is a quick detailer, a topper to existing waxes and sealants, but nevertheless we've got hybrid quick detailers on the car already, so why not this one? And it is claimed that you get 3 months from an application, and I don't think anyone will argue it's not ready for giving up yet after the SNOWFOAM rinse, but after the shampoo is rinsed it's gone flatter than Russell Brand's YouTube royalties. A week later, on a typical Glasgow Saturday afternoon, it's raining. Nothing new there, I hear you say, but clearly the Strawberries and Gleam sealant on the bonnet is beading and repelling water. As is the Sonax on the roof. There's nothing mind-blowing about any of the beads, but beads can sometimes cause problems by encapsulating dirt and sand, and beads then dry out and leave that sand behind, and in worst cases the beads can magnify the intensity of the UV damage if the sun decides to come out blazing straight after a rain shower. But it's always a future possibility if we are to believe that the temperatures are rising. Anyway, that's just a little by the by. Let's get on and see what the final wash results are. Now, I certainly didn't escape the Sahara sand at the start of September 2023, but it wasn't quite as bad as some of you got it across the country. I've also got some bug corpses to deal with on the bumper too. But first, as it's quite a warm day, as I'm out in my shorts, I'm going to gently rinse the car off, mainly to reduce the panel temperature so that the SNOWFOAM doesn't cause any issues. Now the bugs are being sprayed with a 10% dilution of Built Hamber Surfex HD before another blanket of the Detail Kitchen palette cleanser SNOWFOAM via the MJJC V2 Pro lance. Now if you notice anything different about how the foam looks coming out of an MJJC lance, I've got a video coming out about that soon, so be sure to subscribe so you'll not miss seeing that. I've sped up the dwell time here so you can see how long a cling time it's got. All in, this was on the car for 10 minutes and it rinses off amazingly well, leaving no residue behind. It's an absolutely brilliant SNOWFOAM for summer use. The SNOWFOAM over the Surfex just helps to soften up the bugs for easy removal with the pressure washer. You might not get them all, but another hit usually takes care of them, and all best done before a contact wash, as the skeletal remains might scratch some paint finishes. So to end this video, I'm going to rinse away the last of the SNOWFOAM and take a look at the water behaviour on the products that I believe are still active on the car. The results, well, as I said earlier, I have tried to distribute the products in different panels to see if any of them have suffered worse in high impact areas. For example, the lower door areas and swapping front applications to the rear, but I haven't seen any difference between where it's been applied. If it's failed in one location, it's failed in wherever else it was applied, as is in the case of the GB Detailing ceramic sealant. So out of all the 7 sealants applied, there's been 4 that stand out to me. These are the Detail Kitchen Strawberries and Gleam, which is obviously on the bonnet. Okay, so 3 to 4 months on the bonnet doesn't sound fantastic, and at 5 weeks it did lose its extreme hydrophobic beadiness. But this is a concentrated chemical for £15, which can make up 2.5 litres of a spray and rinse sealant suitable for paint, glass, plastics and wheels, so you can keep the protection going on and on for very little cost per use. GB Detailing Hybrid Quick Detailer. It's phenomenal that a hybrid quick detailer is still working well after around 4 months. It's lasted well past the ceramic sealant, which claims 6 months versus 4 months of protection from the quick detailer, and it was one of the cheapest on test, costing just £10 for a 500ml bottle. Sternogloss Parla Nano Sealant. Nanopolymers bond with the surface and create an invisible shield with extreme hardness. It's this hardness and protective coat that helps to keep your car cleaner for longer, and why we've been seeing that the SNOWFOAM does such a good job of cleaning over the last 4 to 5 months. Probably the nearest thing you're going to have to a ceramic coating you'll get for £12. Garage Therapy 3CS. The most expensive on test at £18 a bottle, and in certain ways it's the most fussy to apply. Reading the description of it, it sounds just a bit like a nano sealant, but only mentions the latest SiO2 technology on the website. So it could be a very similar makeup to Parla, or it could be something completely different. I have noticed its ability to help the car keep cleaner by preventing dirt from sticking, as hopefully you've seen in the before I clean pictures or clips, and Garage Therapy say it should last around 5 months, which I can say now, as by the time this video is edited, it's still working well in the car into its 5th month. I have to say though that each test of any product is completely subjective. It all depends on factors like prep, time of year, the weather, frequency of washing, chemicals that you use, etc, etc, etc. But in this test at least I've kept the chemicals as uniform as possible, but even then found the shampoo to mask the results, so don't solely rely on what you see here in this test. Take them for what they are. They're just my results based on my circumstances. You could easily make any of these products last much longer by topping up as you go, using a quick detailer after each wash, or just not driving the car and hiding it in the garage. They would last forever. It's taken a good 4 months of recording this information for you, which is a lot of time I could be spending on product reviews or other detailing content, so I think this will be the last longevity test for a while at least, so I can catch up with the products that I have to review. I hope the video has been of some interest to you and that you've enjoyed watching it. If you have, please show your appreciation by giving it a thumbs up a donation maybe, or even a comment, or all three would be amazing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all on the next video. Cheery bye.